Happy we got the win. Proud of our players, proud of our team, our coaches, support staff. Everybody worked hard for this win. Glad that it worked out the way that it did. I mean, um, really proud of the effort that we saw from our boys. A lot of credit to Boise State. Really good team. Um, we knew that it'd come down to controlling the trenches and trying to be physical. And they're a physical team. And I'm glad that things went our way and we were able to capitalize. And there's still a lot of things to fix, a lot of things that we know we could do better and improve upon. So got a lot of bodies on the field. We're able to get a lot of guys getting some playing time, some experience, and looking forward to building off of this and getting better next week. And um, just really proud of the physical play our guys had and the effort that they showed, and love the way that they played with sportsmanship tonight as well. So it was a good moment at the end of the game. We were able to say a prayer with Boise State in midfield and share that moment in all the time of the pandemic and a lot of things going on in this world. It was good to be able to do that with our opponents and share that moment with them. So thankful for the win, and let's keep rolling. Let's keep getting better and get better for next week. Take any questions you guys have.
Okay, we'll start with Mitch, Jared, and Norma. Go ahead, Mitch.
Kalani, what was the message at half that kind of maybe spearheaded that 35-point output in the second half to put this thing away?
Oh, I think the guys were really frustrated at the performance because the first half wasn't our best. And I know for the offense and defense, when I got into the locker room, when I walked in, they were already talking. There's already conversations going on. Leaders were speaking up, and it was a good moment. I didn't have to say much, and so it was a good moment for me to take a step back, let the players and the leaders conversate with each other. I went and talked to the coaches, some things that we could do, some adjustments we can make on offense, defense, and special teams, and get out there and challenge the players. But the truth is, the players had the answer for themselves. They know exactly what's expected from our coaching staff, from me as a head coach. They know what our standard is, and they knew we weren't playing to our standard, and so they corrected it. And by the time I was able to talk to the team before we took the field, they were ready to go. And so I'm just thankful that we have coaches and leaders on this team that take the initiative themselves, and they don't need to listen to the head coach. All the head coach speech has been going on all week in preparation for these guys, so they knew what the expectations and the demand and the standard is for us.
Kalani, this team's talked all year about how it's a joint unit, offense, defense, special teams. It really felt like the first half you had to rely on the defense. They held Boise State. They gave up the one long drive, but held them to just 3 points in that half, and that kind of allowed the offense time to get rolling. How big was the defensive performance, particularly there in the first half?
Listen, we had a great game plan on all three phases. Felt really good about our coaches, our coordinators. Felt great about Ed Lamb and the things that he was able to do to get our special teams ready, and Jeff Grimes and our offense, and Elisa Tuyaki in our defense. So we had a great game plan going into this week, going into this game. Thankful that the players were able to execute it. They knew some of the issues when it wasn't working out. They knew what to fix. But I give a lot of credit to our coaches getting them ready, really not worried about the score. And when things aren't going your way, you just kind of stick to the fundamentals of the game. And having our players, our coaches be focused on that, huge positive for us. And so we know that we're going to lean on all three phases as a team and back each other up. We want to be aggressive and play a team football game. This was a team win. And so I know that there's times that the defense need to step up and times that the offense need to step up, and special teams, and saw some really good things from all three phases. But I'm just telling you, like, Ed Lamb and Elisa Tuyaki had a plan on defense and did a great job communicating it to the rest of the coaches and to the players. Jeff Grimes, A-Rod, and the offensive bunch had a great game plan for the offense, and Ed Lamb had a great game plan for special teams. So all that stuff worked together, and there's the proof right there. So I'm really proud of our coaches and the things they were able to get done this week.
You guys had your very first ranked opponent for the season. You guys had never won on the Smurf turf. What type of statement did tonight's game give out?
Well, the focus on the team isn't to really talk about anything that's happened that they can't control. They can only control tonight. They can only control being ready, and they can only control day to day and one play at a time. So keeping our guys' focus is the key. I don't think the past could help you in this situation. And if we're just living the moment at this time, then we get to enjoy every part of it. And then really just that's the only thing you can address and improve on. this team has been razor sharp in their focus, and I've been really proud of them. And it hasn't. It's everybody included. I mean, the coaching staff, the support staff, and the players. Everyone is on the same page here, and love seeing it as a head coach.
Okay, for those that might be first timers with us, just if you want to ask a question, make sure to use the raise the hand function so I can see you want to ask a question, and we'll try to get to you. But our next three will be Jake, Jay, and Mitch.
Yeah, Kalani, I wanted to ask you about the end of the first half, you guys not getting the field goal team out there. What exactly went down with that?
Well, we knew going into that side of the field is going into a wind, and so we needed to get closer. And obviously, it was fourth down. We were running out of time, running out of timeouts, and so we were trying to get a play called. There was a miscommunication with everyone getting lined up, and I mentioned there's things that we need to fix and get better, and that was one of them. And we left some points out on the field. That's okay. We were able to just keep playing and stay with it. We knew what the issues were. It wasn't like we went into halftime saying, "Oh crap, what do we do?" We knew what the issues were. We had to address them and correct them, and there it is. We have players that can figure it out, and coaches that can figure it out, and I'm just thankful that they were able to do it. But those are missed opportunities that it bugs me as a head coach. And I know it bugs you guys as media members. You want us to score a lot of points. I get it, But the question was, do we run out our hurry up field goal unit at that point, and we're going into a stiff wind, or do we just try to get a play off and then hopefully get a first down because it was fourth? Hopefully get a first down, spike the ball, and get a closer field goal for our kicker. Kicker wanted to kick it, and I made a decision that we should just try to get a play. It took a while because we didn't get the call communicated to everyone. So we didn't snap the ball on time, something that we can work on. So I'm looking forward to getting that fixed tomorrow and working on Monday.
Well, I mean, you left Zach in a little longer than we've seen you leave him in past games when the game was in control. What was your plan there? Why did you do that?
They were kicking onside kick, and we wanted to manage the ball and manage the game, and nobody that we trust more than Zach at that point. We felt like there's a swing opportunity, and we wanted to make sure they put him in there and communicate. We had some miscommunication on plays, obviously, even when Zach was in. But, we wanted to make sure that we get the right call, secure the football, and make sure we make the right checks. And so that was the key for that. But it wasn't anything out of the ordinary. We're just playing football.
Speaking of Zach, Kalani, has he made his case loud and clear that he should be in the Heisman race?
I'm not even worried about that. Just trying to get better. He's gonna want to get better, and he's. You think you guys are frustrated? I'm frustrated about that end of the half. You should talk to Zach. He's frustrated, so he wants to get better, and I'm not worried about any of that stuff. We're trying to keep this team focused on getting better, and control what we can control, and that's let everybody else do the talking, whether it's praise or criticism. Let them do all the talking. We know what we need to fix, and we're just going to keep our team focused on getting that done.
Okay, let's go Jake and Norma.
Kalani, I wanted to ask you guys have 2 games remaining in the season here, but there's 6 weeks approximately of the season left. Do you have hopes and aspirations you guys will add more games as the season gets closer to an end?
Tom Homo's a great athletic director. He's done a great job at organizing the schedule. I think a lot of teams know how to communicate with him and with us. And, he told me to get the team ready to play 12 games early back in August. And so we're ready for 12 games. And if that works out, then great. If not, then we'll just be thankful for what we have. But a lot of gratitude for him and his staff to get the schedule going, and gratitude for Boise for taking this game, and for the other opponents for taking putting us on their schedule. So, with all that being said, we're just thankful to keep playing this game, and we know we may have some bias here and there, but we're gonna get better. We're gonna find ways to get better during the week and improve, whether we play a game or not.
Quickly, any update on Lopini and or George Udo?
Yeah, George didn't look like he was going to be able to return, but we should get him back, and same thing with Lopini. So looking at the full story, I mean, when I say that, it's like you just know that they're nothing's showing that they're going to be out for the rest of the season. So that's a positive. We'll keep working with that. And I think that's the limit of the injuries, Brett. Is that right? Yeah, so feel good about those guys. I mean, you hate seeing guys on crutches or guys with ice packs on, but that's we just keep working with it, and just fortunate that they weren't too serious, and we're looking forward to getting them back as soon as possible, even as early as the next game.
After 7 straight weeks of playing games, you guys are having your first bye week since the whole COVID debacle and playing, taking some time after Navy. What are you going to be focusing on? What do you hope to see from your players during this time?
Improvement. Yeah, that's if we have to scrimmage or do something to simulate opportunity to improve on what we did this week tonight, then that's what we have to do. But improvement, get guys that are banged up, healed up, and then be stronger as a team. That's what we need to do. Take advantage of the time that we have, and stronger just not physically but mentally, learning the game of football and situational football, and that's where we can do a better job. I think you try to cover as many situations. We had a kickoff that was a little bit scary. Caleb was trying to decide whether or not to let it run out of bounds, and he had to decide just to either cover it up right at that moment or because they had a couple guys barreling down. And those are things that we need to shore up. We gave up a onside kick on in the fourth quarter, and we'll have to take a look at that and test our guys even more. But it's good to see them respond back and cover up the next one. Good job by Boise on the execution of it all. We had to take a timeout to get our hands team out there, and glad that we were able to get the next one. We gave up some big plays in the fourth quarter, some big throws that just were unfortunate. We had some mistakes, and it's my fault as a coach. We got to make sure we communicate to our players the coverage and make sure that they're executing well. So we just those are things that on the top of my head that I wish we can improve on, and I'm really looking forward to getting better next week. And that's the key. We're going to find a way to get better.
Okay, thanks, Coach. We got to move on to Zach. Jared, you can go first.
He's better to talk to anyways. Appreciate you guys. Stay safe. Thank you.